Hey everybody, it's Kevin from Flying Spot Productions here for the buried Easter egg mind games Maxis side. I know we did the Richthofen side a while ago, and I never got around to putting a Maxis one up or actually getting it done. I got it done recently, so I figure why not make a video on it? And let's start off with some requirements. Alright, so for this Easter egg, you're going to need the time bomb, the subsurface resonator, the turbine, and the galvanucles. Also, a couple extra things, a decent gun, a good team, people who aren't bitches, people who don't kill the zombie, the list goes on. Basically, if you're going to do this, make sure you have 3 other committed parties, or this is going to waste your time and their time and take one hell of a lot longer. Alright, step 1, building the gallows. This is really simple. You have to have 4 parts, and the 4 parts are the spool of wire, the battery, the antenna, and the bulbs. The bulb is located right above Juggernaut in that box spawn room up there. The spool of wire is located in the gunsmith, right in the room where the entrance to the bank is at. The antenna is in the barn, and the battery is in the church behind the podium. You're going to bring them all to the courthouse gallows, and you're going to get a quote from Maxis. Okay, so step 2 is breaking the orbs. Now to do this, you need the subsurface resonator and the turbine. You can build these. All the parts are in the room that's right next to the bank. You can pick up one part and give Leroy candy to have him finish it for you if you don't know where all the parts are. But you just have to have 2 people doing this. Basically, one person has the subsurface, one person has the turbine, and just follow each other around the map. So the first bulb you can find is right next to the saloon. Really easy. There's another one is right to the left of the church.
I predict with absolute certainty that we will soon need this item.
Next one is in the mines above the saloon.
I'm just gonna leave this here for now.
And the last one, which you'll probably end up finding last, is right in the back of the witch's house. And once you break them all, you'll hear a quote from Maxis.
Good! Now you must secure the lantern to ensure that it is not used to advance Richtofen's plans.
So that's pretty self-explanatory. Step 3 is the lantern. And what you have to do is knock down this floating lantern by throwing a grenade at it. So you're going to basically cook it, whip the grenade, and hope it's in the range to knock it down. And then once you knock it down, you just go up to it and pick it up. And you hear another quote from Maxis.
The lantern is a vessel for energy. The energy contained within all matter.
So what that meant was that we have to fill the lantern up with souls. And there's a number of ways to do this. There's the trample steam, the subsurface resonator, the head chopper, or you can use Lenny, and that's probably the easiest way because you can just have people train zombies and then bring him through with candy and have him kill them all. And after you fill it up, you get a quote from Maxis.
You must ensure the lantern is safe from harm. The energy contained within is essential to illuminate the words of those who came before you. Their wisdom will show you the way.
So after you fill it up, you're going to go up onto the gunsmith roof, and there's going to be a little lantern. You're going to put the lantern you have in there, and you're going to see this code pop up. Now, this is a tic-tac-toe cipher, and in the old days, we used to use one to figure it out, but now we have a little explanation, and you can just look at the first one, and you can figure out which sign it is with this little key I have here. Okay, now step 5 is moving the Wisp. Now this is probably I wouldn't say the hardest, but a lot of cooperation is required. So before you do this step, you're gonna want to throw down your time bomb because you have to do it twice. And if you don't throw it down and you do it, you're stuck. You can't do any more of the Easter egg, and that sucks. So you have to have galvanucles, and you gotta, once you figure out your 3 signs, you just punch them, and you're gonna follow the Wisp's trail. And this is the difference between this one and Richtofen's, because in Richtofen's you have to just like be where it pops up, but this time you have to follow it, and you have to keep zombies by it. So the best idea is, hopefully if you're in a low round, start the round right before you do this and have zombies spawn in as you're walking its path, and it won't die. But you make sure you stay extremely close to it, or it will go away. And once you get it to the Gallows, you just hit the time bomb and do it all over again.
I recognize the relationship between cause and effect, and that's effect with an E as opposed to affect, as in affectation, something you carry around, Russ. Affectation of bravado. Yes, I see what you're up to.
Now that the structure has power, we need only to direct its energy towards the surface. There is a rudimentary control grid somewhere in this cursed place. Perhaps a remnant of its twisted past.
This next step is called For Whom the Bells Toll, and it's a lot of teamwork in this one. So there are 3 areas that have 3 bells in them. There's the top floor of the barn, which I'm standing at. There's the courthouse bottom floor, and there's the second floor of the candy shop. And there's also this 3x3 fuse box thing with a lever on it in the ghost house, which is right after you come out of this secret bookcase entrance, and there's lights on it. So what you have to do before you get into the step itself is you have to figure out which buttons represent which bells. And it's not that hard to do, because you only have one person has to memorize 3, and then when you pull the lever, one will light up, and you have to call that one out, whoever's in the house, and then that person, whoever has it, needs to hit it. And once you do all 9 of them, you'll hear a quote from Maxis.
You must proceed to the fountain in order to set the final chain of events in motion.
Okay, now we're on Make-A-Wish, the final step. And this is really simple. So you're going to go up to the fountain, and it says Make-A-Wish. And you click it, and all these targets start popping up. There's 4 locations where you have to stand. There's beside the candy store in front of the courtroom, which is has to hit 20 targets. The left side of the mansion in the windows, which has to hit 23 targets. On the railing by the saloon, 19 targets, and by the jail cell, 22 targets. Not that hard, but if you miss one, you gotta start all over. So just make sure everyone learns the pattern. You can do this as many times as you want, as long as you have Lenny hold the zombie. And once you do it, the music will get all funky, and then you're gonna see all your perks pop up, and you completed the Mind Games Easter egg Maxis side. Had a lot of fun making this video, had a lot of fun doing it. Thanks to people who helped, and like, comment, subscribe, Recover Flying Smart Productions. I'll see you guys later.